Hi everyone, Arjun on page today, and yep, I've already started. Why? Because this is gesso resist and you can't see. I even can't see the white on white. So I'm working, first of all, I'm working on this Canson mixed media, notebook, I don't know what to call it. And I've started by putting this stencil here, and I went with a makeup sponge and gesso to make it. Can hardly see it. I don't know, maybe if I'll put it to the light you can see. And then I took this stencil, and I'm sorry, these are a local brand, so can't say, I don't even remember what it's called, so can't recommend the stencil. And so I've done another one here with this stencil, and I'm just going to do another one here, I think. Yeah, and as you can see, you will see it. I only can see where I went on top of the stencil with the white, but you can't see it on the page. And I just put a little bit of gesso here, and I'm dabbing it so I won't have too much on my sponge. And I'm not really concerned about the accuracy of the stenciling, but I do want it. Yeah, okay, so that's what I've got. And moving this aside and all this mess with the gesso, I'm thinking I'm going to let this dry and then I'll come back. I'm back, and now I want to add some puddles of color, stains of colors, or whatever, quite random. I'm going to use my homemade sprays. These are made from gel food coloring, few drops with water. You just put a few drops and you see if you like the intensity of the color. And you can use whatever you want on this. With the gesso resist, you can use watercolors, gelatos, you can use distress inks, whatever you like. Sorry. So let's see, I'm going to take one of them. This is just craft foam. Use whatever non-absorbent surface you've got. It can be acetate, it can be an acrylic block. I'm just using this. It's flexible, so it's nice. And I'm just spraying a little bit like this, flipping it over and dabbing. I don't want to use the spray directly on my page. I can't, well, it's not that I can control this, but the spray will spread all over, and I don't want it all over. That's the best explanation I can give you. So let's see, just dab a little bit more, and maybe I will spray in several areas later, but right now I just want to put some, as I said, puddles of color. And I'm really hoping that it will work. It's supposed to. It just takes a few seconds until the paper absorb part of the paint, and the gesso absorbs a little less, and that's what makes the resist. And I'm not concerned again with the accuracy. This is quite random, and I'm really working on letting my page be with blank spaces. Okay, so I think I will spray a little bit. Let's hope it won't go too much on the page. I'm trying to be very careful. Oops. Okay. Seems okay. I don't like this puddle here, just too much, so I'm taking a paper towel and absorbing part of it. Yeah. And let's see, I want just a little bit more here. Yeah. This is a neon green. I have magenta and some turquoise. And as I said, I need to practice not covering the whole page and leaving white spaces. So, leaving it be in the hopes that it would be nice once dry, and then I will work on the other layers that needs to come here. I'll be back. I'm back. Sorry, this is dry and I want to add layers and interest and elements that will correspond with the mandalas that I've done here. I've got this stamp and I'm going to start with this color. I'm moving from a lighter color, and I will go to a darker color as I go. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to add to the whole thing. Okay. Moving on to another stamp, this one, and let's see, can hardly see it. Okay, that's better. And yeah, okay, so what else do I want to stamp here? Just another circle. We are going in circles, so let's try this one. And let's move on to this. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I want some interest without overwhelming the page. It's just building the background. And I wanted one here, so I'm taking this out of from the acrylic block and just doing this. Yeah. Now stepping up to something more pronounced, I think. Let's see. I want this one, and I'm using this now, a cracked pistachio distress ink. lots and lots of stamping and overlapping. It just adds to the whole. Yeah. Now I want something more prominent on my page. I've got this background stamp, but I don't want it as is. I'm thinking I'm going to continue adding to the circles, so I'm going to put a stencil like this, and let's see if I can make it. Putting down some ink and stamping it through the stencil. Okay, it worked. So again, and I'm trying to stamp it through the stencil without involving the two other holes here in the stencil. Not that it's really that it really matters, but I'm trying. Good enough. Now I want to add some now black to the whole mix, and I've got quite a mess here with all the stamps. You can't see it, it's to the left. But it is a mess. So I'm thinking I want to use this stamp and some text stamp. And okay, so let's start with the text. I've got this archival ink, and let's see, trying to see where is up. Not that it really matters, but nonetheless. Okay, so quite random. I have quite a movement here, so I'm just keeping with it. Yeah. Moving on to this stamp. Okay. A lot of mess here, and I think, yeah, that's quite enough of interest in the back. I'm going to organize all my mess here, and I'm going to blast this with heat tool so it will set, and then we'll continue. I'm back. So I've got this stamp that I want to use here. It's mostly my focal point. Now I'm going to stamp it, and we'll see how it goes. If it blends into the background, then I will stamp it on white paper and then cut and glue it down. Let's see. I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, and let's hope for the best. And I think I'll place it here, holding it down. I do have the gesso underneath, so there is a little bit of texture, and I'm putting pressure in the hopes that I will have a nice print. Yes, I do, and this is great, beyond what I was expecting. Okay, so moving this aside, I really want some, I don't know if you can see, but there are lines here that are like goes in a circle, almost like a spider web, and lines that go like this. So I want to continue this theme, and I'm wondering that the straight lines are not a problem because I can use a ruler, but what I'm thinking is how I'm going to accomplish the circle ones. So what I thought is using a compass, and I'm gonna try, let's see if it works. I'm going to try and attach this ink pen here, and maybe it will work. We'll see. Maybe like this with a masking tape. Let's hope. Okay, let's see. So something like that. Yeah, okay, I'm trying. I don't even need for this to be very precise or anything, just adding some impression of circle lines like this. And I don't need them complete, so I'm picking it up. I can't believe it's working with this pen. Just didn't want to bother with all kinds of circle objects that will fit here, so that's why I'm going for this. Okay, so that worked. Now I need to take this out because I want to go and do some straight lines that will continue from this stamp. And again, I don't need this to be a complete line. And I don't want it also to, again, nothing that will overwhelm the other things I've got on the page. Let's see. Do I want more here? I don't know. It's so, I'm just deciding as I go. Maybe a little bit, but a little bit less than what I've got on here. It draws the eye into this section, so I'm just continuing it with these lines. little bit more. My crazy neighbor is downstairs with his car with the radio on full volume. Just crazy. Let's see. Removing this. Oh, I quite like this. I think I'm getting better at leaving white spaces. Yay, me! I'm going to leave it as is. I really like this page. Maybe I've got here semi. No, let's leave it. I'm satisfied. I'm not going to put anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below. And before I forget, a closer look at all the details I'm always forgetting. Yeah, so this is it. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.